All right, cool. So in this video, I'm kind of gonna explain that you can take a principle from one business and apply it to another one, and it still has to work, right? So where I got this from was Myron Golden, and I hope I'm not misquoting him, but basically he was saying you could take principles from one area of business and apply it to a different area, and it's still gonna work because the principles don't change, right? And he was also talking about how the Bible has principles that universal principles align, and by following these principles, it makes it unreasonable for you not to be successful. You know what I mean? Because the principles aren't going to change because you are you. And so just stick with me. It's going to make sense as I go on, right? So, for example, right, I used to be in the trucking industry, but I was a driver. I wasn't an owner. But I know a lot of people that own trucking businesses that are, a lot of people that are drivers in the trucking industry makes a lot of money. Whether you believe it or not, like you probably wouldn't even think about it, but it actually does make a lot of money. So when you kind of break it down to the fundamental core, one of the principles is you got to have a system to run a business. So what is the system of the trucking industry, right? So you have a truck, right? This is a truck. It's a bad illustration, but it's a truck, right? Then you need someone to drive that truck. You need a driver, right? So once you get a driver, you got someone to drive this truck, right? Cool. Now you got someone to drive this truck. Now, in order for this truck to run, you need gas. You have to have, or diesel, fuel, right? You got to get fuel, right? We're just going to put an F for fuel because this thing is kind of hard to write on, right? So you need fuel. And once you get the fuel, you get the load from your customer, and you have to deliver this load to the customer in order to get paid. Now, right, once you get here, you can't just bring a load to the customer and not give it to them and get paid. You have to deliver to get paid, right? So this actually helped me break a limited belief that I had, right? So we all see this, right? We see this system. This system is how the trucking industry is ran. Pretty simple. Now, to find the loads, it's a different system, but right now we're just talking about delivery, right? All right, cool. Now let's go to a business like insurance, which I recently started working in, right? So we have insurance with our product, life insurance, right? Now, if we got this product that people need that can really help people and save a lot of lives and keep generational wealth within the family, we got this product, right? So you need somebody to sell this product, right? Now, once somebody sells this product, they have to somehow deliver it to the customer, right? They have to deliver it to the customer, right? But how is the customer made aware, right? It needs fuel, right? We need fuel to be able to get to this customer, because if we just stay here and the customer doesn't know we have insurance, if nobody knows we have insurance, we're not gonna be able to reach our customer, right? So let's say fuel. Now, this is the same thing. The fuel right here in the trucking industry is the way you get to your customer, right? So in this insurance industry, right, if you got insurance but nobody knows you have insurance, you still got to get to your customer, because if you don't sell the insurance, you're not going to make any money, right? So you need, or this could be anything, right? It's the same principle is going to apply, even if you're doing clothing. It doesn't matter. If nobody knows that you have this product, you're not going to make a sale, right? But how do you get here, right? You need fuel to get you there. Now, this fuel is the marketing, right? So the fuel is going to be your marketing. We're just going to put an M, let's say L for fuel, M for marketing, right? So your fuel is going to be your marketing, right? And this helped me break a limited belief, because we have these social media apps, and a lot of people don't want to spend money on fuel or marketing on social media, but it's going to help you get in front of your customer to make money, right? And so, one day when I was talking to someone who owns one of these trucking businesses, he was telling me about how much money he spent on fuel. Now, to not go into too many details, I'm just going to break it down and just say we got a truck. We spend $1,000 on fuel in a week, right? And at the end of the week, Let's say we make $10,000, right? And this is like if you're an owner operator, if you're a driver, this really isn't apply to you, right? But and maybe it's a little bit more, maybe these numbers are you're gonna make a little bit more, but I'm just trying to base it down so you can understand, right? So let's bring the same thing down to the insurance. Let's say you spend $1,000 on marketing, because this is your fuel getting you to your customer. But like I was saying also, once you deliver this product, right? You deliver this product, you can't just go to your customer and just sit in the parking lot and not give them, you can't like go there and not give them the load, right? You have to actually deliver. Same thing. Once you get here, you can't just go there and not deliver. You actually have to sell the product. You got to make a sale. I'll put an S for sale because it's kind of hard to write on this thing, right? So I was watching a lot of videos and learning about a lot of these guys that sell insurance. And they usually spend around $1,000. And $1,000 usually brings them, according to them telling, about $10,000. So it's literally the same thing. It's literally the same thing. It's different industries, but it's the same principles. It's the same system. Once you understand that the marketing is going to be your fuel to get you to your customer, and just like in trucking, you need to pay for fuel to get to your customer. If you got a truck, right, you're in the trucking industry, you have a truck, and let's make sure they're still on. Okay, cool, still on. If you have a truck and you don't want to spend the money on the fuel, then you're not going to make any money because you can't get to your customer without the fuel, right? Now, do you necessarily need marketing to make money in insurance? I mean, you can go off referrals, whatever, still a form of marketing. But you have to get to your customers if you want to get the desired outcome. So the system, the principle is still the same. You got to build this system, right? And once you get that system flowing, then it's just going, repeating itself over and over again. And this is how a business is sustained. This is how people are built. These businesses are continuously running for years and years because they have systems. Same thing in the trucking industry. Trucking is a very, very lucrative industry. It's a lot of money in trucking if you didn't know. But same thing, over and over again. But in this story, this scripture right here, be not afraid, only believe. I was listening to Myron Gordon this morning. He was actually talking about how someone died, and I don't want to get it wrong because I haven't read it for myself, but I'm just gonna quote kind of what he says. Like somebody's daughter died, and he was trying to get Jesus to come save his daughter, and Jesus told him, "Be not afraid, only believe." Right? It's a little bit longer than that, but these are the main points. Be not afraid, only believe. In the moment of desperation, in the moment when his daughter literally just died, God just told him, "Do not be afraid, only believe." Right? So you can apply that same principle to any area of life. This is like I was talking about, the universal principles of the Bible will work in any area of your life. There's no way reading the Bible is going to make your life any worse. It's only going to make you better, right? So be not afraid, only believe, right? Believe in the system. Believe that it's going to work out. Do never be afraid. Just believe. You might have to feel like you're a little delusional. It don't matter. Just believe. Because once you build the system, this is what happened. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And that's it. That's really it. And I just figured it out. And it broke a limited belief because I never wanted to spend the money on marketing because I'd always felt like the money was being wasted. You know what I mean? It always felt like the money was being wasted. But when I heard Myron Gordon, it kind of explained it. Then I took some pieces of learning from these guys. It's all about just building a system. And once you build that system, you're good. That's the key to business, is building the system. And I just realized that. 24. Finally, it took me like 5 years to realize this. So maybe some people get it before me. Maybe some people don't. I don't know. But you got to build this system. And I can't wait to apply this for my own life. And I will come back and make a video about it once I do. And so, yeah. That's the end of this video. Hopefully this can help somebody out. Hopefully y'all can see it. Because hopefully this isn't like too much in the way. If y'all can't see it, let me kind of back up out of it. My bad if y'all couldn't see the whole time when I was writing stuff. But I know this looks crazy, but basically, trucking industry, you got to build a system. You got a driver, you got fuel, you put gas in your truck, you drive, you deliver it to your customer, you get paid. Insurance, right? You have someone selling the insurance, they market it, they spend money on marketing, which is the fuel. It gets them in front of the customer. They have to sell it, aka they have to deliver it, and then they get paid. It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. So hopefully this was helpful to somebody, and hopefully I didn't have this stupid thing in the way, this right here, in the way the whole time. So hopefully this helps somebody out. Yeah, I'm out. Peace.